So here's one interesting way to help you make decisions faster. Like if you're finding yourself in a situation, either it's related to work or some relationship issue, but if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're trying to make a decision and you're having hard time, there are really two ways to go around it, right? So number one is you want to make sure you got data and you got the facts, right? Because at any given situation, if facts are available, you want to get them, you want to incorporate them in your decision making process. But the second way to go, which a lot of times you could combine the two together too, is the one that gets missed most of the time, or is the one that we forget we have it, because a lot of times it could just be the shortcut we need to find the answer, because maybe the answer is already there all this time. And that is really going deep inside and listening to that gut feeling that people talk about, listening to that intuition. And it's just that feeling that it's there, right? I'm sure you've experienced it at some point in your life where something felt didn't feel right, and then you did it, and then you learn your lesson, or the ones that it felt right, and then you went with it, and then you realize what a great thing you did to listen to it. So, but what happens is a lot of times we're trying to make a decision and then we totally forget about that part, and then we just look at all the facts and all the data, and then we just use our logical brain, and which we're born to do that, so it's a lot easier for us to do that. We do it, and then we make a decision, and we get the results are not the same, and then we look back, we're like, oh, but there was that time I had that feeling, it didn't feel right, I don't know why I did it, or it was feeling right, I don't know why I chickened out and not do it. And what that creates is regrets, which is probably one of the worst things anybody could have in their life. I mean, really, it's like they talk about if you are in your deathbed, is like the last thing that is gonna just make you feel down as you're trying to say bye to this life is those regrets, right? So I'm sure you don't want to have anything additional added to that. So why don't you then next time, or if you're already in one of those situations, just listen to that feeling. And this is something I had to learn at the hard way. I paid the price in my life, and I still, from here and there, I catch myself doing it because I have that analytical brain, and it's just easier for me to forget about that power that I have within me, which a lot of times all the answers that I want, it's already there. I just need to tap into it. So I hope this video can serve you as a reminder to tap into that power, and don't underestimate it, and don't forget it, because all the answers you're seeking are already there, and then you just have to look into it. But again, use the facts too, use the data if you have it, and then make sure that you just don't miss on that second part, because it's super, super important, and it's the one that it's going to create the most amount of regret if you don't listen to it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoy content like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Every single day, I try to share something that I find thoughtful or useful, that my hope is there's at least one other person out there in the world who might use it to get inspired and take some action. So if that's you, leave a comment, let me know how you're gonna use this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Pedram, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.